Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, UFC 317 is around the corner. It's gonna be a fucking banger. A lot of good fights. It's unfortunate fucking Paulo Costa and Roman what's his name is off the card, but anyway, still a lot of good fucking fights on this card. Should be a ton of fun. I got super sunburnt because I was at the pool all day. So let's go over this card. Okay, starting off the card, it is Nico Price versus Jacoby Smith. And usually I'm a bit weary with like undefeated fighters, but Jacoby Smith has impressed me so much in his UFC debut and like his Contender Series fight. And like I watched a bit of tape on his old fights in Fury. This guy has crazy power and crazy wrestling ability. And he's fighting Nico Price, who is like kind of at the end of his career, but he's always a gamer. He's gonna go into this fight. He's gonna try and fucking like knock out Jacoby Smith, but I don't know if I trust necessarily Nico Price's chin as much anymore. He is 35 years old now. He is a wild man. It wouldn't be the craziest upset, that's for sure. The guy is undefeated, and that has not looked good for undefeated fighters this year. But I think Jacoby Smith is going to win this in round one or two, ground and pound TKO. The guy is just so strong. I'm really excited for this fight because, like, I believe in Jacoby Smith. I think he will get it done. Now, next up is Jahanta Deniz versus Alvin Hines. And, like, I don't know. Like, I've watched some of Alvin Hines' fights. Like, this guy is a good finisher and, like, really good power on the feet. Decent heavyweight. Like, we need, like, good talent in the heavyweight division now because there's not that much. Jahanta Deniz, like kickboxer before, like his fight against Marcin Tybura, he absolutely got smoked. Had moments in the first round, and his fight against Carl Williams, boring, sloppy fight. Carl Williams, like I think could have got that if he decided like to wrestle like he usually does. And he looked good against Austin Lane, even though Austin Lane wrestled him like the first round and found the knockout in round two. He's finding knockouts because he has like really good power in the hands. But I don't necessarily like believe in him too much. I will still go with him to win this fight either by decision or knockout round one or two. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I don't have like a great read on this, to be honest. Another fight I don't have a good read on, and I think I've given a lot of respect to Cedricus Dumas. Like I've picked him in like all his fights. I don't know why. I've just kind of like believed in him. I remember his Contender Series fight where he won in 47 seconds against a pretty good opponent, Mateusz Panaz. Then he got submitted by Josh Frem. He absolutely got smoked. Came back, looked really good against Cody Brundage, and Cody Brundage is like he's tough, that's for sure. Like, and he made Cody Brundage like he was like definitely like he was like giving up, like it looked like on the stool. And then Abu Azaitar had kind of a war with him. He's won all by decision in the UFC. His fight against Nasruddin Ruzaboyev, he got poked in the eye and got finished. I don't know much to say about that fight because like he probably would have got finished anyway. And yes, he beat Dennis Tayulian. It's the thing with Cedricus Dumas, like he seems to improve, like he's getting smarter in there. That's why like he's winning by decision against these guys. He's using his wrestling, but like his wrestling, like he doesn't exactly know what to do on the ground, like I noticed. And McCall Alexejczyk, I still picked him in that fight. I picked him probably every single one of his fights in the UFC. I was just really impressed with his Contender Series debut. I like his power, and he seems to be improving. And Jason McVeigh, it's hard to like kind of tell. Like LFA is a good promotion. The guys he's fighting, like 5-5, 2-5, 1-1, 7-13, 3-2, 4-1, not too bad, but and he's finished all of them. So it is kind of a hard one to predict, but I am going to go with Cedricus Dumas one last time. I think he can get it done by decision. Like he has the UFC experience and he's always trying to improve. Now, Terrence McKinney versus Slavaklaus, Vieshev, Borshev. I picked Borshev a lot of his fights. Terrence McKinney, it's tough, because I think Borshev has a better chin than McKinney, but I still think Terrence McKinney's primed to win this one by knockout and or submission. Um, Borshev, like when he gets taken down by a gust of wind, it seems like. But on the feet, bro, he's a fucking monster, Borshev. Like his striking is top tier. Really good striker. I think Terrence McKinney might be too fast, maybe in the striking. He fucking but I would recommend for Terrence McKinney not to like hang in the pocket with like the level kickboxer Viesha Borshev is. Um, I'm gonna go with Terrence McKinney's gonna play it smart and like he's gonna get this one done by submission round 1 or 2. But I wouldn't be surprised by the knockout either. Yeah. Next fight, Vivian Aroha versus Tracy Cortez. Yes, Aroha just won a fight against Carini Silva, I believe. Yeah, Carini Silva, who was like a monster, finishing every girl she fought. And Tracy Cortez is coming off a loss to Rose Namajunas, where she got kind of embarrassed. But besides that, she's looked very well in the UFC. Tracy Cortez has fought like once a year. I don't know how seriously she's taking her UFC career, but Vivian Aroha is 38 and Tracy Cortez is 31. She is a decisionator, both these girls. I'm gonna slightly lean Tracy Cortez. I think like she has like good fundamentals and like I think she'll be okay like mostly standing in this fight. If Vivian Aroa tries to like wrestle, I'm not sure how it will go, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Tracy Cortez by decision. Now, Hyder Amil versus Jose Delgado. Um, on Jose Delgado's like contender series fight, I wasn't like too impressed until like he found the knockout with the knee in round 2 and he beat Connor Matthews. I don't put too much stock into, but for Hyder Amil, I do think like his win over it's a bit tricky because like William Gomes, I was never too impressed with, but like he did beat him, and William Gomes, like that was his first loss in the UFC. I thought William Gomes lost to Joe Anderson Brito, and like he ball kicked Yanis Gamori to win by TKO. And Francis Marshall, the fight was super close. Same with Jarno Aarons. Like all the fights were super close. I did lean Hyder Amil in that decision. I thought they got the right call. Hyder Amil got that dog in him and he's going to keep pressuring forward and that's okay with Jose Delgado in this fight. I'm not sure who Hyder Amil's the underdog. I got to go with the Hyder Amil on this one. Oh fuck. Yeah, he's 35 years old, but I'm going to go with him in this fight. I'll be kind of surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised that he's the underdog. I'll be kind of surprised if he loses. Yeah. Now, Jack Hermanson versus Gregory Rodriguez. I'm going with Jack Hermanson in this fight. I'm surprised he's the underdog as well. Gregory Rodriguez like hits like super hard, but we've seen like in the past, Jack Hermanson is like he's pretty durable and like he knows how like survive on the feet. Like Roman Dolidze kind of fucked him up, and like also there is he's going off win loss win loss win loss, so like he's supposed to like lose this fight. But I think we're going to see Jack Hermanson on a win streak. Gregory Rodriguez, when you touch him on the chin, it seems to put him away. Like I think he has the worst chin in this matchup, but luckily for him, Jack Hermanson doesn't like hit like super hard. He does have 10 knockout victories, but like we haven't seen him knock anyone out in 7 years. 2018 was the last time it was a tally. I don't even remember this like guy, but yeah, but he's good on the feet. Like he has a good skill set. Gregory Rodriguez could like gas out in like the third round, giving Jack Hermanson the third round, and that could be all he needs in like a 29-28 decision with with Gregory Rodriguez maybe getting the first round. All right, now, fuck's sakes, Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. I've picked against Felipe Lima in his two UFC fights. He's almost got finished by Miles Johns, and like he lost the first round to Muhammad Naimov. Yeah, I don't think he's that good, and I don't think Peyton Talbot is that good. I didn't say with Raoni Barcelos, I picked him to beat Raoni Barcelos, but like I didn't think too high of Peyton Talbot ever. Honestly, he gets taken down and very shitty takedown defense. Felipe Lima will pressure and like he does have takedowns. We'll see, but I'm still. I'm going with Peyton Talbot. I guess I'm picking a lot of underdogs on this card, but like I think Peyton Talbot like can get this one done. Now you know me, this is like a little bit of bias, but Renato Moicano has been my guy. I didn't pick him against Islam, that's for sure, but I picked him a lot of fights. I'm going Renato Moicano to beat Beneil Dariush. I think he's going to win by round 1 or 2 knockout. Beneil Dariush's chin is fucking dusty, bro. But can we see him have a performance like he did against Mateus Gamrot? Like, Renato's only just knocking out people now, so it's a bit tricky. Like, but he got finished by Charles Oliveira and Arman Sarukian, and like every single one of his losses has been by finish, 5 by knockout. I think Renato is finding his power, and like this is a good comeback fight. I don't think he lost too much stock losing to Islam Makhachev. Short notice title bout. I'm going with Renato Moicano to get this one done. Like I don't. I think Beneil Dariush is very good, but like he's past his prime. This guy should have got a title shot like a long time ago, but it didn't pan out that way. But yeah, Renato Moicano is. The odds are like pretty good. I'm gonna probably bet on Renato in this fight. Now, fuck, man. Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Brandon Royval is a guy like I've picked in like all his fights, and Joshua Van, like, same story. Joshua Van, this is a 3 round fight, which I think doesn't really matter either side because they're both like super fast flyweights. Joshua Van maybe has a crisper boxing, but like Brandon Royval like always finds like a way to like fucking win fights and like find finishes. He could like I think like either like Brandon Royval finish or Joshua Van like decision. Like let's see. I'm gonna ride with Joshua Van like very low confidence. Now Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Pantoja is fucking goated at flyweight. And Kai Kara France, yes, he just beat my boy Steve Erceg, and I'm a little bit salty about. A lot of people called robbery on a Amir Albazi fight. It was pretty close fight, and Brandon Moreno finished him. Um, yeah. I'm still going to go with Alexandre Pantoja in this fight. I think like the 35 curse is going to be broken again by him. But yeah, he should get this one done by decision. I think like Kai Kara France is going to blow his load and not load. He's going to like very powerful guy. He's going to like try and knock out Alexandre Pantoja, but Pantoja's got a fucking super good chin. Maybe after 35, like it's going to start to go a little bit, but like I don't think so. I think Pantoja's going to like have a good game plan for against Kai Kara France because Alexander Pantoja has fought like heavy hitters before, and yeah, he's just gonna kind of drown Kai Kara France in this one to get like a 48-47 or 49-46 the decision. Now Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Ilia, I think, sorry Oliveira, I think like is gonna knock him out in like the 3rd round. I think, but I will say about this fight that Ilia Topuria likes to prove points. You remember with Max Holloway, he right when the fight started, he standed in the center and said, like, "Yo, let's fucking throw down." And Max Holloway did not want any of that, but he likes to prove points. He likes to beat fucking goats and fucking submitted Bryce Mitchell, his own fucking game. And yeah, if he wants to grapple with Charles Oliveira, I think that's a bad idea. And like one thing I'm thinking, like maybe like the size difference could play a part in this, but like I think Ilya Topuria's power should transfer over to like this division. I think he's gonna knock out Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira gets like hurt in almost all his fights and gets put down. Like, but like a lot of the time when he gets knocked down, a lot of people don't want to follow him onto the ground for ground and pound because like he can latch something up. It seems like Islam Makhachev was the only one when he dropped Oliveira, he went down to the ground and finished him by arm triangle. But either way, yeah, I think Ilya Taporia is going to win this one by knockout.